The Void Secrets of the Empire.
We just finished The Void, and Greg and Jimmy and Rob will give us their opinion on what they thought of the experience.
So it was a hyper reality
Experience,
yeah. You had what you see your Oculus Rift or your HTC Vive, where you have the goggles. You had that. You had the headset. You had the headphones, but you also had a
haptic vest
haptic
on.
feedback.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you got shot, you feel it.
Yeah, like your Apple Watch.
Did the vest also help with like tracking the other people in your party? Is that
yeah,
it had
how
to.
that
So
worked?
it had to.
You could talk to the other people in your party through in-helmet microphone, so you sounded like a stormtrooper.
You could put your hands in front of you, and I don't know how
your
So
hands
your
would show
colored
up.
hands, yeah.
It registered your hands. It was
Yeah.
really neat.
So in the thing, you were stormtroopers. So you showed up as stormtroopers, and you
Well, you were rebels.
were rebels posing as
stormtroopers.
stormtroopers. And you could see the armor. You could see your friends in their armor. You could reach out and touch stuff.
You
You
could.
could touch.
You could touch the
and
droids and
manhandle the
everything.
droids
Yeah.
and the
When you
rebels.
reached out to a rack of guns, there was actually like
You picked it up.
You had a blaster there. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was, and if you took a blaster bolt in the chest, you felt it.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I got hit once,
On the side of the
got hit a lot
head.
of
and then I hid behind a wall,
Yep. I crouched down way low.
I got hit about
Short
like 15
people.
times because I didn't bother
and then
to hide.
I went and killed a bunch of stormtroopers.
Yeah, you got to shoot a bunch of stormtroopers.
Shot a bunch of them in the
A
head.
giant lava flea.
Lava flea.
Yeah.
Yep. That thing was cool.
They knew we weren't stormtroopers because we could actually hit stuff.
Yeah.
There was heat. You walked out onto a elevator of sort that was exposed to the elements, and you could feel the heat. There were
Did you guys get to shoot the little flaming bolts that the lava flea sent at you? Did you do that?
it didn't
I
shoot
did
them.
not do that one.
I shot them. They explode. They go.
I probably should have done that.
One hit right, and it was terrifying. One hit right there, and I thought if the thing actually hit me, I was gonna die.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the giant
There is
lava thing's gonna eat
there
me.
is some, not vertigo per se, but like you get the feeling that as you're walking across a catwalk that you're going to fall off of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
are some catwalks, and you
But they're-
kind of tiptoe across them.
Because you're afraid you're gonna fall off.
And there was the
Skip.
one where you get on this skiff that's got like no safety railing whatsoever, and as you get
Platform.
on, you're kind of like, oh boy.
Like if I keep walking,
People are like running into you, like trying to.
I will say, being nitpicky, there were a couple of visual glitches that,
like not having a left arm.
yeah, or
What?
your arm being disconnected from your body.
Floating, yeah, I had an arm
Yeah.
floating around my face just for a
if
little
you,
bit.
If you pulled your gun out like this, your forearm was connected to it. You go, oh no!
What happened? Oh boy.
But those would eventually go away. And you got so into it, or I got so into it that I wanted to I kind of was about to reach out and like knock on someone's head, thinking that they were still wearing the stormtrooper armor, and then I realized that they would probably be unhappy had I done that.
Now, I did reach out and poke my teammate, and they were the spacing was off slightly. Like I would reach out to poke her, and I hit her well before I actually got to where she was being projected in my helmet.
But there were,
There was a big surprise at the end, which we will not spoil because
No
it was
spoilers.
it was terrifying.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
You're gonna be scared.
there were, yeah, you will. I was. There were parts where there were droids in there with you, and there's a part where you walk in. It's the very beginning where you're waiting. You're told to sit down. Well, I didn't get that memo. My teammates were sitting down, but I'm sitting there touching K2,
He's fondling K2.
and you could feel.
It was kind of like The Shape of Water. It was very sensual, and we were not comfortable with it.
Slightly uncomfortable.
We were sitting there like looking elsewhere.
I look back and you guys are just sitting there like.
And then
with
he
your
turns
hands
around
in
and he's like, "Why are you guys sitting down?"
I did it. I
We're just
said.
taking in the show,
Take it.
I was like, okay, I guess I'll sit down.
eating our virtual reality popcorn.
That's right. No calories.
Fantastic. It's the Void at Disney Springs in Orlando. They have several locations around the world.
If you pre-purchase your tickets, it's about $35 after the convenience fee and everything like that.
What was it for
But
walk-in?
definitely recommend that you pre-purchase because if you walk in, they may not have any open spots.
Right. Especially on Friday night or Saturday or weekend, so we can run a Friday night.
The whole experience, the actual experience itself is about 15 minutes,
Right.
give or take. About 15
Yeah.
minutes, give or take.
There's a very even the setup is pretty good.
You spend a good amount of time waiting in line to go in, but it's totally worth
Once
it.
you
It was
get
a lot
in,
of
it's
fun.
totally
Also,
worth
we're
it.
here on a Friday night,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people in town for the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl and
And there's
Harry
like one or two
Potter.
other
There's
events
something
going on
else
this
going
Yeah,
weekend.
the Harry
on.
Potter thing.
Yeah.
But there was something other than that because I realized there were like
chili
three,
cook-off in my neighborhood.
there were like 3 big events going on this weekend, and they were all downtown. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's not Classic Weekend, is it?
Which one?
Classic Weekend?
I don't think so.
Under the high stepping, drum corps people?
No,
not drum
that's
corps.
usually around MegaCon.
Okay. That's when you avoid downtown
But
at all costs.
all in all,
Yeah,
recommend it.
just
6 thumbs up.
Six thumbs up. All right.
From the
we
Give
all
Me Five
enjoyed
podcast
it.
here.
There you go.
We will
All
do
right.
we will do an additional review on it in a very soon on a episode.
And we definitely give it a 5.
Yes.
Okay.
5
cool.
out of 5.
And where can everybody find y'all?
We are available on iTunes. We're available on Stitcher. We're available.
Castbox.
We're available if you just Google the Give Me Five podcast, and it's on Libsyn. And
You can find us on Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram,
yes,
at Give Me 5 Pod.
we talk about
Twitter.
pop culture. We talk about Star Wars. We talk about Game of Thrones, music, books,
All entertainment.
theme park stuff, anything entertaining, anything that catches our eye, news, that kind of stuff. We occasionally have guests on as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for the lovely review. Say goodnight.
Good night, guys.